Hi. Okay, is this live? Yeah. All right, guys. Um, Welcome back to A Moment with Hales live garden tour edition. This is my least favorite thing to do. So, not going live. I guess I'm just trying to learn how to do it, but being in the garden right now. So it is very humid and hot here in Virginia. It rained last night. We had a crazy downpour, like flood watch, random storm out of nowhere. And all my plants are wet. The bugs are out. There's gnats out here. It's disgusting. And this is my least favorite time, to be honest, to be in the garden. I grew up in Michigan. I don't remember having gnats like this. So if you're a gardener in Michigan, I'm just curious, do you have all these crazy little gnats everywhere all the time and it just makes it way less enjoyable? Because I do not remember that. I remember the horse flies in Michigan and I remember mosquitoes, but I don't remember just bugs, constant bugs, which is in Virginia. And I don't like bugs. So now we are here in the garden. It is looking really beautiful right now. We're kind of hitting that stride where we are going to be getting a lot of produce, and I am trying to do some updates for people. So when I started gardening, I just had 2 garden beds, and I still found myself feeling overwhelmed when I had so much fresh produce. I didn't know what to do with it. I gave a lot of it away, which is totally fine to give it to friends and families, but I'm working on learning food preservation, as in canning, and then I just got a vacuum sealer. So when I'm doing more videos, if you watch my channel, I'm gonna try to do more on food preservation, because when you get to a point, it does feel really overwhelming when you have all this fresh food and you don't really know how to preserve it or what to do with it. So if you're feeling like that, it's okay. It happens when you start gardening, but I will try to help you guys along the way, because I feel the same way when I'm hitting this stride in the season. It can feel a little overwhelming. So welcome back. Let's go ahead and see what we have going on in the garden today. And yeah, so behind me, we have my trellis, which I love. And I'm still trying to learn how to do the camera, so just bear with me as I do my nice recording skills. So we have the trellis here that we have been working on, and it finally has reached the top. One of my goals this summer was to have the trellis reach the top here, and I did. So I'm excited. My garden has met one of the goals. We have a ton of cucumbers going on right now, so let me show you guys. We are going to be working on 14-day cucumbers. I don't know if you guys have ever made those before, but we're going to give that a go. But there's one great cucumber there, and we have another one here that's blooming. We have one there that's growing, and I do need to go through and clean out this trellis. I have another cucumber there, a couple here. So a lot of different cucumbers that are coming along, which is fun, and we just have a ton. So I do have a baby shower today I'm going to, and I'm bringing the veggie tray so they will enjoy some of those fresh grown cucumbers. Over here, the melons have taken off, which I'm very excited about. We love doing the cantaloupe melons. Oh, there we have a little bee pollinating. And the cantaloupe is popping off. We have a ton of flowers, which you can see. And then we also have some little baby cantaloupes over here. Let's take a look and see if we can find any. I know there's one down here. This was our first one. So this one's looking good so far. I like to grow my melons vertically because they will, when they get a ton of water, sometimes they will split at the bottom, and it's hard to know when they're ready. So if you're doing mini melons, I do recommend growing them vertically. It's so much easier to tell when they're ready. We have some little ones here. You can see this is one that's gonna hopefully get started. This is one, you guys can see that, which hopefully will get started as well. And then we have a surprise over here. I didn't know I planted some on this trellis too. So we have a tiny one here, and then we have a few that are a decent size. So we have that one there. We have this little guy here. I did try to buy hammocks for them, but these are way too big, so it is what it is. We have this one, and we have another one going on back here as well. So hopefully the melons will start taking off, which is really exciting. I didn't realize I planted some on this trellis too, but I guess I'm glad I did. They're my husband's probably favorite thing we grow besides the lettuce, so I'm hoping that we get a decent harvest for him this summer. Now, the other thing I added to my garden this year are peppers. I've never had successful peppers. You've heard me say that before if you've watched, but this year, oh, that's not looking great though. But this year I finally have some green peppers coming along. I picked my first one yesterday or 2 days ago, and I have these ones here. So the green peppers are looking fabulous this morning. Now we also have our lettuce, which is bolting. We are going to work on saving the seeds. So we're going to let these bolt fully and then hopefully save some seeds for next year. We get heirloom seeds, so we can go ahead and continue to use them year after year. So we're just kind of letting these lettuces do their thing so we can go ahead and get some of the seeds. I also planted my second round of lettuce down here, and I'll be doing a third round. I'm going to start seedlings hopefully this weekend and get some more out. And over here we have the watermelons, the sugar baby watermelons, which have also taken off. You can see they're growing nice and high, and that's exciting. I don't think we have any sugar babies started yet. Well, this might be one tiny one, if you guys can see that. And I'm not seeing any other ones. What's crazy is when it rains, all of a sudden you come out and you're like, wow, there's like 15 things going that I didn't see before. Oh, there's one. Sorry guys, tiny little watermelon there. So that's exciting. And this tomato plant, okay, I know I'm gonna say this wrong. I call them intermediate tomatoes, but I know that's not the right word. I think it's indeterminate tomatoes or something. Someone can let me know. But they're supposed to like vine, I guess. This did not vine. Like, I don't know who's saying that they're vining, but somebody did. I must just be doing it wrong, but I have it zip tied up to a cage, and then I put in this other cage, which is not a tomato cage. And so I have some flowers in there too, but I'm just kind of working with what I have. And yeah, I don't know how to get them to necessarily trellis, but I guess they do, but I'm unsuccessful with that. My onions are looking great, except the water did come through and break some of the tops. So I'm assuming they're still gonna be okay, but we'll keep our eye on them. But I'm excited because the onions are definitely still coming through really well. Our watermelon area has completely exploded with weeds, and watermelons too, hopefully. But yeah, this area is just kind of a lost cause at this point. We're not going to worry about weeding it. We're just going to let it do its thing and see what watermelons we get. High cool sand. And I have the corn, which is one of my favorite things to grow, so that's exciting. And we do have some little tiny corns coming out, like ears of corn. Here's one on the side here. So I have my little ear of corn there, and then some more coming through. And I see back there a watermelon has climbed up. Yep, I'm seeing the watermelons are climbing around the corn, so this might be a problem. So we'll see, maybe better planning for next year, but this is what we have going on back here. It's just really exploded. We have our carrots over here, and now the cucamelons are just vibing. The cucamelons are just looking so great. They have fully met at the top of the trellis, which was my goal, and some. So, I mean, they've completely taken over this trellis, and we still haven't found a recipe that we like with them. So we are going to be working on hopefully pickling them. This is the inside of the trellis, which I think is really fun. You see all those cucamelons, so I have to come through and pick cucamelons. But yeah, this trellis is super cute, super fun. So if you want something that grows really well to cover, cucamelons are the way to go, and they're beautiful. It really is beautiful. And then we have our potatoes. So I do want to work on, let me see, I think I'm going to take all these potatoes out today. Let me do this and set my pumpkins up over here. I don't know if this is gonna work. So a lot of people were saying that I just didn't dig in like deep enough to find those, because I've been really disappointed with the type of potato. I grew purple potatoes last time, and they grew really well. There was so many potatoes off one like shoot or whatever they're called, and these potatoes have been tiny, and it's like not super impressed. Like, this is the size of potato that I'm getting. But I've got to free this bed up because my pumpkins need to get in the ground. So let's see what's under this one. I kind of can't wait anymore. Okay, That's a decent sized potato. Another small one. But I think it's just this, I don't know what type of potato this is, but it's just not been the best. When I grew them, the first times I did purple potatoes and I loved it. These are kind of disappointing. So from those, this is what we have. Not a ton and not great sizes. But I'll be working on that today. So today I'm gonna work on getting the pumpkins out, getting the potatoes out. I'm gonna work on starting broccoli and kale for my fall garden. And then I'm also gonna work on getting some lettuce and spinach going as well. I need to can green beans, make the 14-day pickles, do the overnight refrigerator pickles, and get the veggie tray ready for the baby shower I'm going to. So that is my update I have for you guys regarding the garden. Oh, I also need to get the cucamelons out and potentially pickle them as well. So I do want to just show an update on the chicks. Let's see if they're out. I know people love Big Brown and her chicks. It looks like they are out. They've been crossing the fence into the yard, but they're still afraid of me. But there they are. With Big Brown, they're doing well. And I'm thinking that they're Polish because of the puffs on their head. Yep, and then we have our other chickens. It's kind of a mess back here because we're still working on the coop, but the chickens are looking good too. So, yeah. Well, happy Saturday, friends. Hope you enjoyed this little update. I'll be doing my formal garden tour. I'll be recording that and posting it on Sunday, hopefully, and that will show kind of what I did with a lot of the produce and everything that we got from the garden. Thanks for watching. Happy Saturday. I'll be talking to you soon.